Guys, before this video begins, I wanted to give you guys a heads up with it's actually an affiliate program called WP Engine. It's a WordPress affiliate program, and it actually allows you to earn $200 per referral/customer, and all you have to do is sign up. So if you're interested in that, the link's down below. And if you're interested in the program itself, the link's down below. You just have to click the link below and just sign up. It's free. But yeah, just if you guys are interested in any of that sort of stuff, make some extra money on the side. Anyway, onto the video. Alright guys, guys, it's pretty obvious to me that Alexander Povetkin will be Anthony Joshua's next opponent. I mean, just the other day, Eddie Hearn posted a photo, the photo that you're seeing on the screen, with him and Alexander Povetkin's promoter. I forgot his first name, forgive me, but I know his last name is Rabinski. Now, if you guys didn't know, you guys will know now. Alexander Povetkin is actually in the mandatory position to fight for, I believe, Anthony Joshua's WBA heavyweight strap. And all along, Eddie Hearn has been saying, if he cannot get the fight with Deontay Wilder made, he's going to fight Anthony Joshua's next fight will be Alexander Povetkin, 110%. So, during this whole time, Eddie Hearn could not get a picture with Deontay Wilder's team. They couldn't even get Deontay Wilder's team to go and sit down with a meeting. According to Eddie Hearn, this is all according to Eddie Hearn, at least. But, when it comes to Alexander Povetkin's promoter, it seems like there's no problem because here they are taking a picture together. So that, to me, makes it quite obvious that they're going to fight, that Alexander Povetkin will be fighting AJ next. Now, again, I don't think this is a bad fight, but I personally don't think that Alexander Povetkin is what he used to be. I think he's been off the juice now. This is a guy who was taking performance enhancement drugs. This is a guy who admitted on taking drugs, performance enhancing drugs, aka PEDs. So he admitted it out of his own mouth. So I believe that Povetkin, without the performance enhancing drugs, I believe he gasses out early, because Povetkin, when you look at Povetkin, he was a guy that he was always like a chubby, not chubby, but he was never like a shredded heavyweight. Definitely before he fought Klitschko, he was always like a little short type of. He looked a little chubby, to be honest with you. Like he had like a little stocky build, but then he loses or gets basically toyed with against Klitschko, and all of a sudden you see him fighting guys and he looks a lot more shredded, his physique wise, and all of a sudden he's knocking guys out left and right. If you remember, this is a guy that was going toe to toe with Marco Huck, who was a cruiserweight, a freaking cruiserweight, Marco Huck. And he was hitting Marco Huck with everything but the kitchen sink. But at no point did you see Marco Huck, get stunned. And like I said, mind you, Marco Huck was a guy who was coming up in weight. He's a guy who was a cruiserweight. He went up in weight to challenge Alexander Povetkin. But Marco Huck was going toe to toe with him. Look at that fight. That was a war. He was not afraid of Povetkin at all, and he didn't get dropped or hurt at all. This is a guy that went the distance with guys like Eddie Chambers. He went the distance with several guys. Even Nikolai Furfa, the guy that Deontay Wilder destroyed in like 2 rounds or something, or 4 rounds. But the point is, when he lost to Klitschko, all of a sudden he got, you saw him a year later, he looked a lot more ripped. He looked a lot more shredded. All of a sudden he's knocking out guys like Carlos Takam, Manuel Charr, Mike Perez. All of a sudden he becomes this big KO artist. And all of a sudden his physique looks a lot shredded. And then he gets, caught with PEDs and fails drug testing twice. So it just goes to show, and then he admits it that he was taking drugs. So it just goes to show you, this, obviously the drugs helped him out big time, because they made him shredded, and it seemed to like give him more power or something, because this guy was not, like I said, became all of a sudden the boogeyman. You know, he was knocking guys left and right. I remember at one point they were calling this dude the boogeyman. But you know, ever since he got caught with steroids in his system, he clearly stopped taking the steroids, because you know, you look at Povetkin these days and he looks like the same Povetkin that he looked before he fought Vladimir Klitschko. He doesn't look as shredded as he used to look, and if you guys notice, all of a sudden he's starting to go the distance again with guys, just like he did in the beginning of his career. From like 2014 to like 2016, 2015, he was like this KO artist who was like a shredded heavyweight. But you know, once he got caught with the juice and he stopped taking the PEDs, all of a sudden he started looking chubby again. And like I said, all of a sudden the knockout power just stopped. I mean, he went the distance with Christian Hammer. I mean, Christian Hammer got knocked out by Tyson Fury, who was not a puncher. He got stopped by Tyson Fury. Christian Hammer is also a guy that got stopped by Marius Wack. So this was a guy that had been stopped previous, you know, like 2 times, or at least 2 or 3 times, but he was stopped several times. But yet Povetkin, who's considered a monster puncher, couldn't stop him. He goes the distance with Andrei Rudenko. Andrei Rudenko, people, you know, he's a borderline, you know, he's lower than a British level fighter, in my opinion. Like he's nothing. And then he knocks out David Price. But anybody who knows how to properly throw a punch can knock out David Price, because he has no chin. The point is, without steroids, Alexander Povetkin is not as threatening. He is not as dangerous. Alexander Povetkin is about 10 years the senior of Anthony Joshua. I believe, yeah, he's actually 10 years the senior of him. So he's up there. He's almost like 39 years. Like, he's old already. He's old. And he's so short. I mean, Povetkin is like 6 feet. You know, they say he's 6'2". But let me tell you right now, he's really like 5'11", because he's like so short. You know, I'll never forget seeing a picture of Alexander Povetkin standing next to Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is 6'9". Alexander Povetkin is supposedly 6'2". But if you look at that picture, you know, he looked like a midget compared to Tyson Fury. You know, he looked like he was 5'11" or some shit. You know, Tyson Fury looked like a giant compared to him. So there's going to be a massive reach, a massive height gap, and age gap. And the thing about Povetkin is, when he comes forward, the one thing I noticed about Anthony Joshua is he's good with throwing uppercuts, particularly when a guy's coming towards him. Povetkin is a short heavyweight. What do you do to short heavyweights who come forward to you? You throw uppercuts. I have a big feeling Povetkin's going to run right into an uppercut. He's going to just walk right into an uppercut, and you're going to see him fall. You're going to see him fall, and it's going to be over. And like I picture Povetkin getting knocked out. You know, when Povetkin fought Vladimir Klitschko really toyed with him. He just toyed with him. It was really sad. It was like he was just literally toying with Povetkin, and he was like using his physical height and size to just lean on him and basically bully him and throw him around like a rag doll. And you know, Povetkin, you know, I get the impression that Anthony Joshua is a lot more powerful on the inside than someone like Povetkin. You know, I mean, especially, I guess, you know, because he's a muscular type of dude. But I just think I get the impression he's more powerful. He's more younger, more youthful. And I think this fight's going to end in a knockout. I think Povetkin needs to try to knock out. You know, Povetkin just fights one way. He comes forward, throws hooks. And that's going to be dangerous for him, because I don't think he has the best defense. You know, I saw Marius Wack. Marius Wack was able to land on Povetkin. Marius Wack is the slowest heavyweight I've ever seen in my entire life. He's so slow. So if Marius Wack is able to land clean, AJ will be able to land clean on Povetkin. And it's going to be, I predict a knockout. I predict AJ to win by knockout. And, you know, Povetkin, he's short, so he's going to have to get in close. He's going to have to throw hooks. But, like I said, it's going to be difficult for him, because he's going to be intimidated by the punching power. You know, he's going to be timid. He's not going to be just coming marching forward. He's going to be showing respect to, you know, Joshua's punching power. So let's see what happens, guys. Let's see what happens. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This fight's going to happen. AJ versus Povetkin next. So yeah, anyway guys, subscribe to the Ladies in Boxing, and yeah, don't forget to hit that link if you're interested in that WP Engine affiliate program. Turn some extra cash. Anyway guys, thanks for watching.